Hello. Hello. Hey, y'all. Good evening. Y'all, I've been working. Child, y'all on here at 11 o'clock at night to talk about some credit. Listen, it's serious out here in these credit streets. So, listen, good evening, y'all. I have been talking for like 3 hours straight, but I love my wealth warriors. So, first of all, can y'all hear me? Because I have this other microphone set up from the other event I was just doing. And so somebody in the comments let me know if you can hear me okay. It is 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We about to be talking about some credit out in these credit streets, y'all. So I decided to do Terry's Tips live tonight because I didn't get a chance to upload the video and I want to stay, true and committed. Hey, y'all, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Shannon, what are you doing up? You up at 11 o'clock at night talking about some credit? so guys, I just got done. So shout out. Okay, good. So I just got done the workshop, how to buy a car in your business name, guys. I was just talking. Hey, Rita. Hey, Renee. Hey, y'all. What are y'all doing up at 11 o'clock at night? Ciao. So, and to all my Elite 10, look at my Elite 10. Come on, y'all. This is commitment right here because I've been talking for 3 hours straight. My mouth is dry. I'm hungry. I have a headache, but I love what I do. And I was like, you know what? I didn't get a chance to upload a video, and I want to upload it. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about something I've been seeing a lot in the comments. So, good evening. Hello. We're going to talk about. So I'm on here, y'all, because I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. It's Thursday, okay? And so I want to talk to you guys about the top 5 reasons why I'm seeing you guys get denied for business credit. Now, why is this helpful? Hey, love. And so, and real quick, I pinned it in the comments. So obviously the workshop tonight is over. A shout out to everybody who was on there. I'm going to send out a recap tomorrow with all of the links. Listen, y'all, I showed them how to vet. And please, y'all, like, share, comment. I'm out here working every fucking night. Listen, but I'm going to give y'all some nuggets. Y'all know I don't come on here to talk any kind of fluff. And so shout out to everybody who was just in the workshop. I showed them how to kind of vet the fintech companies, what they're looking for, how to qualify for financing, how to find out if it's a good company. Obviously, that workshop is over. I actually sold out right before I had when we went live. There is another one Saturday, April 1st. It's started at 9 a.m. I think the link is in the description if you want to register. Really, it's a funding workshop, guys. But I'm going to just go through, but we'll talk about that another day. All right, so 5 Terry's Tips. 5 reasons why you guys are getting denied, right? And so I want you all on here. Y'all are wealth warriors. Come on. I want you guys to understand these reasons because if you understand why you're getting denied, come on, somebody, then you'll understand where you need to actually focus to get approved. And I don't want you guys doing everything, going all over everywhere. Focus in these specific areas. Find out. Look, do you just on the rush? Hey! Oh, thank you. So, look, y'all, I was talking for like 3 hours straight, but I love it. So we'll talk about, especially my people, my focus group. So I want you guys to know where to focus, right? So this is where, when you know what the problem is, then stop trying to do a little bit of everything. Just go, where it is the problem is, so you can turn it around and get approved. All right. So the first thing, right, and even though we're talking about business credit, the first thing is what? Personal credit. A lot of you guys are being denied, and yes, I'm gonna say it just like this. A lot of you are being denied for business credit because of your personal credit. Now, y'all might be like, well, Terry, is completely separate. Yes, actually, it is completely separate, but I want you guys to understand, y'all know I don't do fluff. As brand new business owners, brand new entities, brand new investors, if you're very, very new, you don't have any revenue, if your business credit is very new or shaky, or you only have vendor accounts, right? Then it is going to be part of the approval criteria. Look, somebody put in the comments approval. Look, we out here now, 11 o'clock at night, y'all. Like, we out here now, y'all my buddies. So it's going to be part of the approval criteria for them to look at who? The business owner, right? So if the business owner has shaky credit, then a lot of times they'll deny you for that. Why? Because your business is not strong enough yet to stand on its own, right? Your business is actually too new. So you need to, I always tell you guys, hey Tracy, I always tell you guys that have, come on somebody, come on, listen, Mrs. Lady, I like that name. Hey y'all, listen, I gotta do another ladies. This is why the people. When I do the replays of the live, I know the people be mad because they be like, "Get to the point." But I be on here talking to y'all. I gotta do. I'm going to do another lady boss lessons, and I'm gonna be talking about if you are a rider or a queen. I'm gonna leave that right now. Are you a rider or are you a queen? And I'm gonna break it all the way down because it is not cute to be a rider because we are queens out here and we have standards and we all we have standards and we have boundaries, and it is not cute to be letting somebody do whatever they want to you, say whatever they want to you, treat you any old kind of way, and you still got their back. No, I don't work like that. You don't get access to me. You treat me like trash, lie, cheat, steal, but you're like, what in the look, hold on. Lie, cheat, steal, betray, selfish, and then you still want me to have your back 1,000%. It don't work like that because when I had your back, you didn't appreciate it. So having your back even more is going to do what? Make me look like a whole idiot, and you not about to. People else are gonna be like, what in the world? Y'all, I'll let you know when I'm going to do another Lady Boss lesson. I mess around, go and upload that thing tonight. Listen, we're going to be here all night long. Shoot, I'm here by myself. Look, anyway, so what was I saying? Personal credit. So as a brand new business owner, as a new entity, especially if you don't have any revenue, they're going to look at, you said, I'm for it. They're going to look at, well, let's hurry up and get through, let me hurry up and get through this video so we can go over there and talk trash. All right. So they're going to look at your personal credit, especially post-COVID, guys. I always recommend have your credit at a 700 and above, If you don't have that, then invest in credit leverage lifestyle, do a one-on-one session, guys, and let us help you get there. Everybody should be able to get there in 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months. You should not be in credit repair working on your scores for 6 months, for like 9 months, 12 months, 2 years is absolutely ridiculous. All right. The second reason why you guys are getting denied is fundability and credibility, right? Now, I lumped that all together, but this is where even if you've been building business credit for a while and you're still getting denied, go back. Look, I talked about this on the workshop. Go back to the basics. Make sure your LLC is in good standing. Make sure your DUNS is updated. Make sure your address matches everywhere. That matters heavy. Hey, Philly, heavy. Somebody put in the comments heavy. It matters heavy. Like these business credit lenders, they get out of shape if your address does not match everywhere. So sometimes you guys have almost everything done. And it's something real small that's denying you. So go back and make sure it matches. Come on, somebody, make sure it matches everywhere. Also, like I said on the workshop, I said, like, Google yourself. Make sure you have an online presence. Also, make sure, like I said, make sure your business is in good standing. Check your DUNS. Make sure, like, guys, even like on your applications, like make sure that's one of the ones I want to talk about next. Like when they're asking your business address, they're asking your business phone number. They want to see it's two separate things. They don't want to see here's your personal phone number, here's your business phone number. It's the same. Here's your personal address, here's your business address. It's the same. So the fundability and credibility matters, especially post-COVID. They're like, are we funding a business or is this a hobby? Come on, somebody. Is it y'all got businesses or y'all got hobbies? And mind you, even if it's your side hustle, it's about looking good on paper to leverage to build wealth. Let me just say something right here because I feel it's in my spirit from one of y'all. Hey, Alba, I talked about this on the workshop. Why? Like, y'all know I'm a real estate person, right? I just need to say this real quick, okay? I'm a real estate person, but you are seeing me heavy talk about cars all of a sudden. Now, why? Now, I do love cars, and cars is one of my streams of income, but it's only a part-time stream for me. But why am I just all of a sudden just going ham on these cars? Guys, it is a real statistic that the average house would have avoided foreclosure had they had an extra $500 to $1,000 extra income into the house. I want y'all to hear that. People do not lose their houses. People do not get their cars repoed. People do not get evicted because of credit. They get foreclosures and evicted because they don't have money. They don't have income. So the reason why you guys are hearing me talk so heavily about the cars is because some of you guys need additional streams of income. Y'all don't even listen. Y'all don't even go get me to preach on here, Lord. Y'all don't even have a credit problem. Y'all have an income problem. Income. You got too many bills and not enough income, or you're spending too much, or too many people are relying on you. Like whatever it is, there is a deficit, not a surplus. So you're seeing me do these workshops on cars. Why? Because I show you, I outline with a brand new slide, 20 apps that will help you make money with your current car, whether you're an LLC or not. How you can make money, how you can save money, how I'm literally generating $500 to $1,000 per car, making more on cars than actual properties. And then what do? You guys get the money from the cars and you do what? Invest in real estate. pay down your student loan debt, retire your spouse, go on, what else you guys doing? Like, leaving your job, starting your business, paying for your children's student loans so they don't have to have a bunch of debt. Like, you're using the income from that one thing to then pour into everything else. Credit is not the goal. Cars is not even the goal. Credit is a vehicle to get you to the goal. The cars are a way to generate income or either save money to help you have more surplus, more liquid capital. Come on, somebody, to actually help you do the things you actually want to do. Okay, so that's why you guys are hearing me talk about all that, and that's why I'm even going over this, because you need to understand why you're being denied so you guys can get the funding and putting it into income producing items. Okay, so fundability and credibility. Is it a hobby or is it a business? And you can have a full-time job and build business credit. You can have a full-time job and look fundable on paper. 1,000%. Whatever it is you do on the side, incorporate it now. Okay. Like, share, comment. All right. So the application, guys. So the reason why you guys want the money, some of y'all are disqualifying yourselves because of the actual application. So let's say you're actually applying for like a business line of credit. Guys, you don't want to say things like just in case, or I'm not really going to use it, or it's just a backup plan. No. Like, literally, some companies, you can have everything together, and just because your use for the money is not good, they'll deny you for that alone. So just remember that businesses, lenders, they want to fund businesses that are growing, that are thriving, Put grow in the comments, that are growing and thriving. So you want to say things like expansion, marketing, hiring, a new location, whatever it is, but something that kind of shows that your business is actually growing. They're not going to make any money if you just actually get the money just sitting there and you're not doing anything with it. They want to know that you're putting the money to a good use where it's going to generate some income so you can pay it back, and then you rinse and repeat. So make sure you have a good use for the money. Also, on the application, like I said, make sure you have a separate number for your business, right? So personal phone number and a separate business number. Personal number, separate business number. Same thing with your address. Personal address, different business address. Personal address, different business address. And I'm also going to say, I've seen on some applications where they'll say website and they'll say optional. It ain't really optional. Hey, Sunshine. What did you say, David? Hold on. Y'all know I can't see. Now, somebody on here, one of my people said I'm supposed to be able to like click this and make it bigger. I'm scared to click, so I'm scared I'm going to what's it called, y'all? I'm starting a Chase bank account. Is that good? So what I would say, you need to do more work. So what I would say about Chase is that Chase has a minimum deposit. How many of y'all, Shannon, you got Chase? Some of y'all, if anybody on here has Chase, let me know. But Chase has a minimum amount of like $2,000. So what I would say, guys, is like if you are a new entrepreneur and you're trying to build money, yeah, it's like $2,000, right? Then this is where other places like PNC, Citizens, you guys hear me always talk about there being 3 tiers of banks, right? 3 tiers. So the first tier is like the great big banks, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase. The second tier is your mid-level banks, your regional banks. That's your Citizens, your PNC, your Santander, that's your Truist, that's your all those like regions is really, really good. That's your key bank, right? Well, a lot of the mid-level banks, guys, they have a ton of money for entrepreneurs. They're much more lenient. They have bank accounts that have a zero requirement for how much money you have to have actually in there. And that's going to help you as the business owner. They even have different levels of bank accounts where it could be like deluxe or classic or basic. That way, if you put a simple amount, like a basic amount in there, you can avoid paying any kind of fees. So Chase is a great bank, but just be cognizant of your money situation. Now, if you like, Tara, I make 6 figures a year and I'm good, I can keep $2,000 a month minimum in there, then great. But that's not everybody's story, so you don't hear me talk about that as much. I'll say I'd rather you go with the banks that don't have a requirement, and then if you have the money, have it in there, as opposed to it be a great big requirement, and that becomes a burden for you. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. And then I said the third tier bank is like the online banks. And if Stephanie's on here, Stephanie had just, Stephanie, one of our wealth warriors. So somebody just told me the lender I just outlined. So real quick, guys, the online, so 3 types of bank accounts you can have with the big bank, a regional bank, or an online lender, right? And online lenders, like, we're about to be a whole workshop. We're supposed to be a Terry's video. The online lenders are like BlueVine. Let me give you an example. So BlueVine is well known. BlueVine is a fintech company that has lines of credit, but they also have business checking accounts. Y'all have never heard me say get a business checking account from an online lender. Never, guys. If I don't say something, it's for a reason. I get big money. I'm not somebody that helps people just get some money. Matter of fact, Marie was just on our workshop and she's almost at $500,000 in business credit and has not even been building business credit that long. Guys, Credit Lovers Lifestyle hasn't even been out there that long for it to be like, for people to be building it for 3 and 4 and 5 years. Everybody who's connected to me has been building it for like 6 months, 12 months. And some people are at like 6 figures. So my point is that if I don't mention something, there's a reason why. So Stephanie commented and said, hey, I applied and they denied me. They don't accept Blue Vine business bank accounts. Pause. I don't endorse the online business bank accounts. You've never heard I say go to the big bank or the regional banks. This is part of the reason why. So when I say when I don't endorse something or I don't recommend it, I'm telling you guys for a reason, because now there's a, and I know her profile, but now this lender does not accept those bank accounts. Now she doesn't qualify. So that's a nugget for you guys. So I recommend going to your bank, regional bank, credit unions, and you've never heard me talk about online lenders for business checking accounts, and there's a reason why. All right. And with the application, also be cognizant of your industry. Right. So even if you're in real estate, and I outlined a bunch of lenders that fund real estate tonight on my workshop. You can be in real estate, but you're not telling them, hey, I'm getting all this money, I'm putting it as a down payment on a flip. Why? Because that's too risky for them. So I want you to be ethical, still be honest, but you can keep it more broad. You know, I'm using it for property management. And guess what? If you're doing a flip, what are you doing? Managing your property. Come on, somebody, right? So this is where pay attention to your industry. And if your industry falls into something that's maybe higher risk or lower risk, right, then is higher. I can't read it. Is higher risk or lower risk? Then this is where if you have something that's like a little bit lower risk, go for the broader thing. Go for the thing that's that's not going to be it's going to make you look lower risk to the actual lender. All right, and so the fourth thing. This is the biggest thing, guys. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What did you say, Miss Field? You said, hello, I have youth mentoring programs. Risk. Okay. I have an EIN LLC now. Can I get funding? Wait. I have poor personal credit, but business credit. So this is where, guys, y'all need to be investing in my workshop so I can like deep dive into this, because this video is supposed to be a Terry tip video. But what I would say is this. Yes, you can get some credit, but it's the kind of credit. So you guys, I don't want business credit is too broad of a term. Business, let me say it right here. Business credit is too broad of a term. Can you build business credit with bad personal credit? Absolutely. Can you get some business credit with bad personal credit? Absolutely. Are you getting an unsecured $50,000 business line of credit with bad personal credit? No. Right? So there's so they put in the comments levels. There's levels to this. You might get some tier 1 accounts. You might get some tier 2 accounts. You might get some vendor accounts. You might get some secured cards. You might get some corporate cards. You see what I mean? But it depends on what type of credit you want and what you want to use it for and how much. Come on, somebody. But that's why I tell you guys, build the business credit while you're working on the personal, right? Like you still get the things that you can get. That way you're building up your business credit profile. Work on your personal. Come on, wealth warrior. You're a wealth warrior. If you're connected to me, you're a whole wealth warrior. And we're in this for the long game. It's for about legacy and inheritance and freedom, right? So then this is where don't just say my credit is poor. Like it's like, all right, I'm now about to start working on it, and let me get the things in business credit I can get while I'm working on my personal. So that now when my personal credit is at my 700 in 3 to 6 months, now my business credit is also ready to go. Now I'm knocking it out the gate. Look, Jackie was just on our workshop. She got 4 cars at one time. Marie is building 4 houses. Shannon, didn't you get like 4? So you got like $10,000 like the very first 30 days or 60 days, something like that. So people are really actually doing it, but just always have a plan. So yes, you can get some credit. It just depends on the kind of credit. Come on, somebody. Shannon, you've been doing all kinds of stuff now. How many businesses do you have now, Shannon? Like, and I remember when you started, you were just doing like 1. So people are out here like executing. Look, they follow me. And also proud of you, Shannon. All right, so application. So the fourth thing, this is the most important thing, guys. The lender. I talked about that heavy on the workshop tonight, and I outlined the fintech companies, and I want you guys to get really good at, looking at the approval criteria. A no for Chase can be a yes for PNC. A no for PNC can be a yes for a Headway Capital. So it depends on the act. Like I talk about fintech companies heavy. Why? Because fintech companies specialize. Look, somebody say specialize. Specialize. I got so much energy. I've been up since 3 o'clock. Like, what in the world? They specialize. So extra. When they watch the replay, they're gonna be mad. They specialize in funding entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and investors, right? So this is where you think about hard money lenders to real estate, how fintech companies are to business credit, right? And so come on, Shannon. So then this is where like they're a little bit more lenient. They'll give you they're a little bit more lenient, less documentation. They'll fund you a little bit faster, right? So be strategic about the lender that you're actually going to. Look at the type of financing that they actually have. Look at their approval criteria, and then only apply with the lenders where you meet their actual criteria. All right, and then hold on, y'all killing me. This was y'all killing me. Hold on. What do you say? Is a clothing brand or videography production company high risk to business? I don't think any of them are high risk to business. To be honest with you, I'll be all the way honest with you. And I talked about this on the workshop tonight because people will say real estate. How many of y'all? Is anybody on here? Because they probably not. Y'all should be in bed because I should be in bed. Was anybody on here? Is anybody on here right now who was on the workshop tonight? The reason why I'm asking that is because y'all don't be thinking y'all don't realize that I'll be like telling the truth. So then this is where how much the workshop is only is the investment of $157, and I give like, oh come on Tammy, and I give like no less than six figures worth of information that you guys can execute for the rest of the whole year. So the reason why I said so, Tammy, so you remember how I pulled up the lender. Everybody knows. Have y'all heard that real estate is a high risk industry? If you have heard before that real estate is a high risk industry, put yes in the comments because you see all these videos. Don't flip houses. Don't put real estate in your name. Real estate's high risk. Real estate's high risk. Real estate is higher risk than like videography, right? So everybody has heard that real estate is high risk. Now, what am I? Hey, Kenneth, I'm in real estate. A bunch of y'all are for Make Real Estate Real. Y'all are in real estate, Make Real Estate Real. Y'all still get funding. Why? Now, Tammy, didn't you see tonight? Did I actually pull up a lender? I think tonight one of the ones I put was Headway Capital. And they outlined all of the industries that they fund. And biggest day on the screen was what, Tammy? Real estate, right? So this is where one company will say, no, real estate is high risk, don't fund. And another company will say yes. One company will say transportation, they don't, hey, Philly, transportation is high risk, they won't fund it. Another company will say yes. Right? Come on, Tammy. And I showed them. Look, that's one thing I did. Come on, Make Real Estate Real. That's one thing I did on the workshop is, first, y'all, this is not supposed to be a commercial for my workshop because I teach. I don't do webinars for fluff, right? I really teach. That's why I was over 2 hours. My head was hurting, but I'm still on here tonight because I'm about my word, right? That's a whole different thing. But this is where, guys, I want you guys to get really good at looking at this information because business credit is fluid. So what's a no for one company could be a yes for something else. That's why I said one of the reasons why you guys are getting denied is because of lenders, right? And so literally it will usually say on it, come on, somebody, you need to invest in the workshop. That's 2 hours with me directly, and the follow-up email is heavy. And then you get a discount on the program if you want to invest in being a wealth warrior, okay? So yeah, I don't give us. So my was it April 1st is the next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it anymore in April or May because I am booked solid, y'all. Like hey, anybody from ATL here? ATL, I'll be in Atlanta next weekend, y'all. I'll be in Atlanta next weekend. In my ATL people on here. So you said worth every penny. Come on, Tammy. Thank you, love. And so anyway, so I showed them how to look at the lenders. Why? Because I'm not always going to be there. Right? Like over anybody's shoulder. So the goal is not for me to have the information in my brain and give you guys a bunch of fluff. So you're always dependent on my brand. Y'all know I'm spiritually led. This is a wealth building ministry. I could do webinars and grow a lot faster and make a lot more money. That's not what this is about. This is about educating and empowering the people that I serve, the community that I serve. So that's why I show them how to look at the lenders and see what the industries are. So that now in a month, when Tammy is going through and looking through lenders, she's able to go through them and assess which one is the best fit for her area. You're in Atlanta? I'm going to be in Atlanta. When am I coming to Denver? I haven't been to Denver in a while. I don't know. You want to look? Somebody put together an event with Denver with at least 200 people, and I'll be there. All right. So the lender. That's one reason why you guys are getting denied. So I talked about personal credit, fundability, and credibility. The application, the lender. We was all over the place, y'all. And then the last thing I lumped these together is length of time in business, revenue, and the type of financing. So guys, a lot of you cannot help the length of time in business, right? That's why I tell you, even if you're thinking about, look, if you put together an event and invite me, I'll come. If you even think about doing business credit, incorporate right now. That way, if you start building business credit in 6 months or 7 months or 9 months, you're going to have that length of time in business that's going to help you, even if you just incorporate and do absolutely nothing at all. Okay, guys. That's too much. Every single time I get an idea in my brain, I incorporate the business. Like if an idea comes to me and I name it something, like I probably have 7 businesses right now, and probably 4 active out of them. Right. So when something comes to my brain, it's like immediately I go ahead and I incorporate it and I snatch the domain. I incorporate it and I snatch the domain. I do that immediately as soon as something comes to my head. Sometimes I don't know if it's going to be a book. I don't know if it's going to be a course. I don't know if it's going to be consulting. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be a podcast. But literally, as soon as it comes to my mind, I snatch it up because I know if it came in my brain, it's going to be something. And I ain't going to announce something on here yet, but something I incorporated 2 years ago is about to come to life, and it just came to me today. That's a nugget right there. So like the time in business. So what I would say to you is that if you have an idea about a business, even just incorporate, like literally. And then what I can also say to you is that go to lenders that fund startups. Right? I showed you guys that tonight too. With Triton Capital, one of the questions was, do you fund startups? And their answer was yes. The majority of funds were able to start. Were able to fund. Now why? Because it varies what the lenders think is a startup. Some will say 5 years and under. Some will say 3 years and under. Some will say you need to have 6 months in business, right? And I even showed them some lenders. Come on, y'all. I showed them some lenders that had certain financing that had no requirement for the length of time you've been in business. So there's not one rule for business credit at all. You just need to get good at pairing up with the right lenders and type of financing. Can I be your photographer in Atlanta? Oh, send me an email at info@caretools.net. So I'm speaking at somebody else's events. They already have a photographer, but I'm going to be down there a couple more times, and I'm going to do something else coming up down there. So yeah, let me like connect with me so I can get your information. All right, revenue. So some of the financing has a minimum revenue requirement, and you guys are applying for it without even checking that. Well, guys, check that, right? So this is where I showed them the equipment financing and the quick financing. And the equipment financing, when I showed you guys tonight, $20,000 a month minimum in revenue. Well, some of y'all don't have it, but the other financing had 0 revenue requirements. So guys, it's really just about being very aware of what it is you need, how much you need, what you're going to use it for, and then the correct type of financing. Is it a loan? Is it a line of credit? Is it a merchant cash advance? Is it working capital? Is it a business credit card? Like, what is it? Is it equipment financing? Is it an auto loan, right? So many of you guys will have much more success if you don't lump it. And mind you, I've been talking all day. We are friends. All right, I love y'all. Like, I tell y'all stuff that people charge a ton for. They always just give y'all half the information. I don't. I really want you to be successful because it is hard out here. Jesus, y'all gonna get me to preaching. It is hard out here, right? And when you are somebody who is going after your dreams, you're the person in your family has to break this cycle. When everybody is relying on you, when you are the strong person, right? Come on, somebody. It's hard. Sometimes you don't have nobody to ask these questions to. So when I'm talking about credit, y'all, come on. I'm not passionate about credit. I just said this on the Zoom. I'm passionate about credit being a vehicle for you guys to get to your goal. So I don't give y'all fluff. God is going to sustain me. I don't fluff y'all. Like seriously. And so this is where learning how to assess the lenders and not putting it all in one bucket is going to serve you well. Y'all, it changed my life. It changed my entire life. And I'm grateful. Come on, Catherine. I'm grateful. This one supposed to be my life. And I still got so much more to growing to do. I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. So I just know that if you guys take it seriously and really take the time, don't listen to whoever you want to listen to, but pay attention to their intention. Pay attention to what, I'm just going to say this one thing right here. I feel this in my spirit. I'm just going to say it. Y'all, listen to whoever you want. You do not elevate yourself by talking negative about anybody else. I'm just going to say that, right? I don't have millions and millions of followers because I don't just buy and sell trade lines. I don't sell CPNs. I don't make you guys do fraud accounts. I don't take your money and promise you an 800 credit score. We're going to be real for a minute, right? I'm the person in credit that is the unpopular voice. Why? Because I tell you guys how to do it the right way. And I don't lie to you. I don't say, yeah, you can have an 800 tomorrow. I say it's going to be a little bit of work, but we can get there, right? It's going to be a little bit of work, but we can get there. But if you build it right one good time, you never got to build it again. That's why the people that follow me, well, that are part of our community, have 6-figure and 7-figure results in months, in 24 months, and 12 months, when other people have been building for 5 and 6 years and got nothing but some vendor accounts, right? And so this is where, like, learning how to, like, assess this information, right, and really put it in something that's going to be income producing is going to help you have a cushion, help you have options, help you have opportunity. It's going to open up doors. You know how many people have been able to, like, use their credit cards for, like, to finish, get appliances, to pay for the contractors, to pay for their bills because they left their job and everything wasn't cash flowing the right way. Like, you would be surprised how it comes through in a clutch. Somebody say in the clutch. Like, it comes through in a clutch. And so I tell y'all the real deal, because if you build the foundation right one good time, it will change your entire life. And then the blessing is what? Then the blessing is that you go ahead and you teach somebody else. You pull somebody else up through the ranks, right? Come on, y'all. And so, I don't want to go. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but let me just say this: like, building, you only have one social security number, right? But with building business credit, you can have 5 and 6 and 7, guys. I want you to think big. I want you, like, stop shrinking God's plans for you. Stop shrinking God's plans for you. Stop shrinking God's calling on your life. Stop letting people speak into you that it's okay to be mediocre and small and average. We serve a big God that has abundance and prosperity and gave us big dreams and big vision and big skills and big gifts because he wants you to show up and show out to glorify his name. Stop small stepping it. Like, you're supposed to live in the big house in the nice neighborhood because you worked really hard, and our God did not mean for you to work, pay bills, and die. Come on, somebody. Right? And so then this is why I tell you guys the real way to actually do it, because you are going to be an example. You're going to be a walking, talking testimony. You're going to say, you know what? I came from a household where somebody was an alcoholic. I came from sexual abuse. I came out of depression. I came out of that divorce. Jesus, I'm speaking to somebody tonight. I came out of that single parent household. I came out of that ghetto. I done had all these things happen to me, but God, because the calling on my life was so much bigger than that. And I saw it and I believed him and I walked in it. But sometimes we don't have the steps to actually get there. Guys, you don't ask God, God bless me, God bless me, God bless me. I want abundance. And he just sends you a check. No, but he will send you a person. He will send you a thing. He will send you a vision. He will send you an opportunity. He will send you a resource that's going to get you there. Right? And then you don't say me, my. You say, listen, I was down to my last. And somebody took a chance on me. And I took that chance and I ran that thing into the ground. And now I'm out here saving souls, having nonprofits, having scholarship funds. Come on, somebody. I said this to little toy last night. The love of money is evil. Let me just say it, because so many Christians, so many people of faith, you're held in bondage and you're not building wealth because your money mindset about money and wealth building is wrong. Wealthy people are evil. Loving money is bad. Loving money is bad. We don't love money. Right? But what we do is we use our gifts because it is scripture that a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. There is scripture about your gifts, scripture about prosperity. Like, why would you think that God's going to bless you all abundantly in all these other areas, and this area he expects you to be impoverished and meek and struggling? That's what you really, really think? No. And when you start thinking that, like, I don't need all that. I heard somebody say, well, I was talking to somebody and I was like, your first benchmark is going to be $10,000 a month. And they were like, I don't need all that. You don't need all that. But guess what? You're thinking about just you. Who could you bless? Who could you bless? I want you guys to change when you're thinking. I want you guys to literally write it down. Let that be your language. Who could you bless? I don't need all that. Well, you know what? You need me to pray for you, lay hands on you. You know why? Because you're only thinking about yourself. That's problem number one. But could you pay for like I said, pay for your kids' college? Could you start a charter school? Could you move your family to another neighborhood so they don't got to dodge bullets? Could you work on healthcare reform? Could you work on criminal justice reform? Could you get some people out of jail because you got them proper legal services? Could you help that woman who's struggling with cancer and doesn't have the proper medical care, or that couple who's trying to have a baby but they can't afford infertility drugs and services and all those things? Like, come on, y'all! It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. Who could you bless if you were living in abundance? Who could you bless if you were living in prosperity? What dream would you really be getting up and going to the job that you have right now? Like, I really want you to think about it. I really want you to think about it. And we don't job shame. Let me just be very, very clear, because some people, the thing that you're doing right now is the thing that you love, right? And that is okay. Everybody's not meant to be a self-employed entrepreneur, but everybody is meant to build wealth. Everybody's not meant to be a self-employed entrepreneur, but everybody is meant to build wealth. It's not about you. What about the generations above you and behind you? What about your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your aunties, and the people behind you? Because you maybe have some nursing homes where they're not beating old people and giving them bananas and applesauce and neglecting them. Like, where do you see a problem in our community, and what are you actively doing to fix it? Come on, somebody. And then this is where I'm going to be honest with y'all about my brand. I'm going to be honest with you. I know that a teen single mom on welfare is probably not going to be able to invest in credit leverage lifestyle. I'm being real with y'all for a second, right? That's not my avatar. Who is my avatar? Who is the person I serve? You all. You know why? Because then, David, you're going to have a nonprofit that is going to gift her financial literacy and help her with buying a house. And then, Miss Lady, you're going to have a scholarship fund that's going to give that young mom, the money to go to college to be an executive, and then she's going to give back. I speak to the change agents in the community. I speak to you all, and then you all have the nonprofits and the scholarship funds and all of those things to help the other people. Come on. It's for a reason. The people of you all can receive me because you understand and value what I'm talking about. But if I'm talking to an 18-year-old right now, they don't care nothing about what I just said. They want some red bottoms and they want to go to Miami. Right? Come on, y'all. So some of us have not gotten to the next level because subconsciously our language and mindset about money is still broken. You say, look, right, they were red bottoms, they want to go to Miami. Some people will be like, rich people are bad. There are bad rich people. Well, guess what? There's bad broke people too. It's bad rich people and good rich people. Just like it's bad broke people and it's good broke people. Just because you are struggling doesn't mean you're a good person. Let's stop lumping people together, because when you are somebody with a calling on your life, when you are somebody with a vision, when you are somebody brave enough to step out and do something different, you're going to be challenged. You're going to be tested. You're going to have doubt. You're going to have fear. You're going to have a lot of days where people don't understand you. You're going to have people abandon you, people not support you. Guys, Jesus, this road is mental more than anything else. This road is meant. You are going to celebrate some of your biggest moments by yourself. Because if you're really a 1%er, that means that 99% of the people around you don't understand you, think you're weird, think you're a dreamer, don't believe in you. Why don't you just sit down and get a safe job and stop all that nonsense? It's a recession. It's a recession where? Because my God is big. And that means that when there's a recession, when there's a time, I'm being real, y'all. It's a recession where? Because in times of need, I'm going to see how I can be of more service. Don't miss it. Y'all ain't never seen me before in the history of my business do workshops, especially for no 157. I'm not even trying to be smart. You ain't never see me do no workshops for personal credit, business credit, and things like cars to generate income ever in life, ever. I've been in corporate since 2017. Why would I start doing it now? So I can reach and help more people and give you the real tools to actually increase your scores in house hack, increase your scores and buy houses, leave your job, have additional stream of income, get the money from one thing to invest in something else. Times are hard out here. Yes, they are. What can I do to help more people? Y'all, who got me going on here? It's supposed to be Terry Sylvia. I might have to rename this whole thing. So let me just say this. When I said this is how I got on it. When I said you don't elevate yourself by talking bad about anybody else, right? So I want you guys to hear me. When you guys are listening to coaches, content creators, videos on YouTube, listen to whoever you want. I understand it, but I want you to pay attention to one thing, right? There are some people who are about volume. They're going to do one video every day, 3 videos every day, right? Why? Because they're doing volume. They make their money based on volume. That means that any creditor that comes to them, any idea, they're going to put everything in front of you. They don't care. Why? Because they have great big volume. If 10 of y'all don't get results or don't like them, they don't care. They don't even know y'all, right? They're about just putting something in front of you because they have a video to make every single day. I'm about community. This is why when people come to me with offers, and if it's not good, all money ain't good money. No, you're not getting in front of my community. No, I will not partner with you. No, I don't want your affiliate link. No, you're not speaking to Credit Leverage Lifestyle. If I wouldn't do business with you, I'm not bringing you in front of my people. No, I don't want to buy and sell trade lines. No, I don't want your credit repair business in a box. And I'm going to put 4 alerts on everybody's reports. Right? So pay attention, right? We're building community over here. And I truly believe that, when you do it the right way, like he's going to sustain you, right? All money ain't good money. So that's why I'm saying when I'm picking apart these things, I can tell some of y'all got Jesus. Some of y'all got too many voices. I'm going to say this, no matter if you follow somebody for weight loss, if you follow somebody for credit, if you follow somebody for relationships, guys, have 1 to 3 people in that area, 1 to 3 like mentors, coaches in that area, and that's it. Because too many voices equals confusion. And when you're confused and overwhelmed, you do absolutely nothing. You're stagnant, right? Some people will receive from me and some people won't. And I'm okay with that because your sheep, right? They will know your voice. The people who are supposed to receive from me will hear me, right? I'm not for everybody, and I'm okay for that. I'm for the people who are chosen, who are change agents, who have a calling, who want better, who are stepping out on faith and doing something different. So that's why I'm telling you guys these things. Don't lump it all together. I want you to get really, really, really good at what is it you actually need? What will help you build? How can you grow it? What can you put it into that was going to create a legacy? And how can you rinse and repeat? I want you to get really good at just learning the system and really getting educated, because guess what? When you have that knowledge, you will have it forever. You will have it forever. If I had somebody in my inbox today, can you help me delete these collections? No. Can you help me delete? I will pay you. No. Why won't you help me? Why won't you delete these collections? Because if I do it for you, then you would never learn the principles. You never went through the process. And a lot of times people don't even respect it, right? But we gotta write them letters and make them phone calls and pay things on time. You're like, I ain't never doing that again. Jesus. Sometimes it has to hurt for you to learn. When he breaks you, he is not afflicting you to break you down so you can't come back. He is building you up, building up your armor, building up your belief, building up your discipline, building up your self-control, right? Building up your discernment so that you can handle the next level. But sometimes he can't even bless you. Come on, y'all. He can't even bless you with $1 million because you're not managing the 30,000. You're not managing the 50,000. And it's okay. We weren't taught that. But then now once you know better, you do better. Right? Y'all, I'm gonna just leave it right there. But I don't even know how we got. How y'all get us all? How y'all get us all trapped? Let me just say that this must have been for somebody tonight. Like Jesus, it must have been for somebody. So let me just say this: this is a wealth building ministry. Credit is not super fun. Credit is not anything I ever really wanted to do, but it is a vehicle to get you to your goal. I need you to treat it like that. I need you to change your money language in your mind, change your belief system about money. You are meant to be prosperous and meant to be wealthy and meant to have abundance and meant to have legacy. You are king and queens. You are royalty. You are not supposed to be dealing with lights being shut off and cars being repoed and bill collectors calling you. That is not what he wants for you. And so when that is happening, that means there is a blockage somewhere, right? And we just need to identify it and figure out what knowledge, skills, and experience we have to fix it, use our gift. And some of y'all know it's something you're supposed to be doing and you've been running from it. That's for somebody. Some of y'all know it's something you're supposed to be doing and you've been running from it. And he said, as soon as you stop running from what I told you to do, you will see everything turn around. And yes, it's scary. And yes, it's uncertainty. If he gave it to you on a platter, you wouldn't need faith. Don't miss it. I'm going to say it one more time. If he gave it to you on a platter, you wouldn't need any faith. The next level requires you to get rid of the fear and increase your faith. And you're going to have dark days, and it's not going to unfold the way that you imagined, right? But you can't have fear and faith in the same place. They're contradictory. So which one are you going to choose? And faith is the thing that are unseen. So you have to believe that you're meant to be wealthy. Believe you're meant to prosper. Believe that you're meant to have abundance. Believe that you're meant to grow and to heal and to forgive. Believe that the things that happened to you in your past were building you up for this next level. Come on. This is for somebody tonight. You need to see it in your mind. Forget. Y'all got me. So one last thing, and I said this the other day. Your actions are not matching your language or your mindset. Y'all, you can't even, your subconscious is so strong. You're saying, I trust God, I trust God, I trust God. But you have an opportunity to build your business, but you're scared to let go of your paycheck. Or you won't at least let go of your overtime so you can start doing that actual thing. You can't say, you can't say you want to lose weight, but then every single night you're eating donuts and you're not exercising. You can't say I want a healthy relationship, but then you're lying and you're cheating and you're backstabbing. You're not changing any behavior. You can't say I trust God, but then every single time you have money, you hoard it and you're scared to invest in something that will give you the knowledge you need to get to the next level. You can't be, it's scripture. You can't be double-minded and expect him to bless that. You're confused. It's like what the universe is saying, which one do you want? Do you got faith or do you want fear? Which one do you want me to bless? You can't get to the next level being double-minded. Either you want to clean it up or you're not. But don't say I want these things, and your actions and your language and your mindset don't match what you said out of your mouth. Some of you, that's the only thing you need to fix, and you will see everything change. Not some things change. You will see everything change. You can't have faith and fear in the same space. So, Jesus, y'all got me on here. I think he calling me to ministry. Lord, he calling me to something. So, Jesus. So the takeaways, guys. Think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Think about what knowledge, skills, and experience you have to get you to the next level. Think about what has the blockage been. Do you really believe? Do you really believe you're worth it? Do you really believe it will happen for you? Do your actions say that? Does your language say that? Are you somebody that wants to start a business but you haven't told anybody, not your friends, not your family, not your coworkers? Why? Why haven't you told them what you're about to do? Because sometimes if we tell people to do what? Hold us accountable, ask us about it. Y'all ever see somebody like, I'm going to quit this job in 6 months. You seen that in your mind, but you ain't saying you ain't telling not one person why. Because if 6 months comes and you ain't leave your job, they're gonna be like, girl, I thought you was leaving. Well, look, we don't want that kind of smoke. We don't want that kind of accountability. But when it's January and you like, I'm leaving my job in June and you don't got no money in the bank, you don't know how you're going to do it, but you just know what you saw and you still tell everybody, you tell your brother, your sister, your mom, your uncle, your neighbor, your coworkers, I'm leaving my job in June. What you going to do? I don't know, but I got faith. I'm not telling you to blindly just go do things, right? I'm not telling you that, but what I'm saying is that you need to be in alignment. If you're going through a hardship right now, Jesus, for somebody on here, if you're going through a hardship right now, it means you're out of alignment somewhere. And where that somewhere is going to vary. Is it with your faith? Is it with your fear? Is it with relationships? Is it with health? Is it with finances? Are you double-minded? Are you lying? Are you struggling with unforgiveness, resentment? You're out of alignment. One thing about successful people, he blesses us to be successful. That word is very, very broad, is that you're able to self-assess. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Where can I change? Where can I change? It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. So if you guys can just, I'll end with this. If you guys can get to a point where when things are going on in your life and you can really stop and say, what am I supposed to be learning in this moment? Like, what is God trying to teach me? Like, where am I out of alignment? Like, what do I need to actually change? Some of y'all actually know what it is already, for real, for real. Some of y'all know what it is already. I'm gonna just leave that right there. But if you can stop and say, if you change your language from why is this happening? Come on, Miss Lady. From why is this happening to me to what am I supposed to be learning? Is God trying to teach you patience, forgiveness, faith, strength, discernment, self-discipline, self-control, honesty? What is he trying to teach you? I'll be real with y'all. I recently had went through some things in my life, and God was trying to teach me forgiveness. I'm saying I forgive, but I don't really forgive. I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm resentful, I'm all of these things. No, I can't trust you with millions, Terry, because you're still letting one or two be a distraction. You're still letting one or two be the thing that you're harping on. You're focusing on what you don't want instead of what you do want. So no, you about to stay right here until you learn forgiveness for real. When you learn that forgiveness is not about the other person being right or wrong, but you learn that forgiveness is about releasing yourself and freeing yourself and not harboring those type of emotions in your heart, because you cannot grow while you're saying, I'm a good person, and you want God to trust you with the masses, and here you're letting two or three get you out of whack, get you out of character. You can't grow like that. He can't trust you with his sheep, right? You can't be a shepherd. Because when you are a leader, when you have a calling, when you have an anointing, when you have a purpose, when you have a vision, he called you to rule over the masses. He can't give you masses if two or three or four are getting you out of alignment, out of character, making you have poor judgment, making you have doubt and fear. And don't say you forgive and you ain't really let it go. Some of y'all don't got nothing to do with credit or anything. You have everything you need right now to make it happen. It's the mindset piece. And when you start thinking the love of money is bad, the love of money is bad. We don't idolize anything. But he did give us gifts, and our language is who could we bless? I want you to think about somebody's name in your mind right now. Who could you bless if you were living in abundance and prosperity? And once you change your mindset about it and really believe that you deserve it and that you're able to attain it and you have every single thing you need right now to make it manifest, it will. Because it's not, I'll believe it when I see it. It's, you will see it when you believe it. I'm going to end on this. I'm going to say it one last time. It's not, I will believe it when I see it. No, the correct way to say it is that you will see it when you believe it. Your life right now is a manifestation of what you believe about yourself. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Let it hurt for a little bit and then start changing, start adjusting from today. Because one thing about it is every single day you wake up is an opportunity to do better and be better. To do better and be better. To do better and be better. So what is God trying to teach you? Amen? Right? There you go, Catherine. Look. You'll see it when you believe it. Amen? All right, y'all. Look, I don't even know what the call is. Like, we done went, like, y'all got me all up. Am I supposed to be having, like, I'm going to talk to my focus group. Maybe I'm going to talk to my focus group. But I love y'all. I don't know what we did tonight. It was something. I'm going to put it up because it was meant for somebody. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It is a blessing to do something that you love. And it is my wish for all of you. It's sincerely my wish for all of you that you get the opportunity to wake up every single day and do something that you love. Every single day. Is every single day a good day? Absolutely not. But is it a blessing to get up every single day and do something you love and control your day and have freedom? No dollar amount can be put on that. That's priceless. Amen? All right. Good night, y'all. Have a super amazing night on purpose. Bye, y'all.